Tunasema ni asante sana kwa kusikiza protocol management and hospitality management.
Ambao wanakuja hapa ni wageni wetu. Tuache kung'ang'ania viti na ustarehe. Tukaribishe wageni wa baba kutoka mbali ili wapate viti.
Of the National Assembly, accompanied by Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives and MSMEs Development, and by the Speaker of the National Assembly. Thank you, sir. May I request the wreath to be placed. Cabinet Secretary for Environment as well, thank you, to be seated so that we may proceed with the program.
Thank you. So without further ado, just introduce your delegation. But I think the rest of us are going to speak.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. We're in the middle of a very serious function. You cannot intrude like that. And you cannot stand behind me.
We'll always remember Raila Amolo Odinga as a man who made many compromises for the sake of the peace, unity, and security of this country. Very few politicians are capable of doing that. I ran my politics in 2013, 2017, in the same coalition of CORD and NASA respectively. Energetic and dynamic doyen of Kenyan politics. We come here to say to the family that your loss is our loss. Your loss is our country's loss. And it takes generations to breed and nurture a leader of this stature. In my private life as a practicing lawyer, I was many times consulted not only by the fallen hero, but Mzee Jaramogi Oginga Odinga when we were in parliament together. I want on my behalf, on behalf of the National Assembly of Kenya and indeed the entire parliament, as the chair of the PSC of Parliament, with all my colleagues who are here, to wish Baba a comfortable stay away from the bustle and hustle of political life and a peaceful rest in a place where we are all headed. I'm in the process of finishing up my book, and I can assure you that Raila Amolo Odinga will have a full chapter in my book for people to read and appreciate the journey we walk together. Thank you, my brother. Fare thee well.
But the truth of the matter is that we as workers, we lost a person who was close to Kenyan workers, African workers, and he had an opportunity to come to Ghana, Accra, to address the workers of Africa before he started vying for that position of Africa.
The Constitution would not have passed without the immense contribution of Raila Amolo Odinga as a fact. And to enable it to pass, he compromised on who should be. Should we have a presidential system or should we have a parliamentary system? He was for parliamentary system. But he gave in on that one, and we now have a presidential system. My prayer is that when the constitutional review process begins, we should revisit this idea of a parliamentary system of government, which I believe can contribute greatly to the two great ills that we have here in our society, corruption and ethnicity. Baba, rest in peace. You made me. You appointed me to many things. We shall meet there. Thank you.
So I have lost a mentor, a confidant, and I will forever remember him on what he did for me personally and what he has done for this entire country. I can talk a lot about Raila, and I hope one of these days I will have time to write a book on my relationship with Raila. But Baba, I shall miss you. I shall miss your company. I shall miss your advice. Go well.
The loss of a statesman, a mentor for many, and somebody whose contribution to the country, the continent, and in other international arena will always be remembered. And we really pray that as his soul rests in eternal peace, that God's grace can visit the entire Raila Odinga and Jaramogi family so that the blessings of his hand can manifest as we go into the future.
Tunasema ni asante sana kwa kusikiza protocol management and hospitality management.
Wageni ambao wanakuja hapa ni wageni wetu. Tuache kung'ang'ania viti na ustarehe. Tukaribishe wageni wa baba kutoka mbali ili wapate viti.
Of the National Assembly, accompanied by Cabinet Secretary for Cooperatives and and MSMEs development, by the Speaker of the National Assembly. Thank you, sir. May I request the wreath to be placed on Cabinet Secretary for Environment as well, thank you, to be seated so that we may proceed with the program.
Thank you.